All right, guys, we're kind of getting somewhere now. So this is Emmett D Alpha Builder, and I think we're at the point to where I'm going to start. Actually, I've been punching this thing out mentally and on my software. I've been kind of punching everything out, getting everybody lined up to come correct any issues or items that they have. So, then I got my little drywall clipboard so I can come in and make notes of things, like measurements to make sure we follow on that we're on the same wavelength. Like this right here thing has to be a certain distance from the cooktop itself. These cabinets have to be a certain distance from the countertop. So these are things that I'm just verifying. I'm getting my numbers in. I'm making sure everything, this right here actually turned out pretty good. So this, we had to put another door on this thing, guys. So, and then I'm counting fixtures just to make sure that my guys, this is the time. This is the time. So this is close to punch out. You need to go in, builders, you got to go in and make sure all your accounting is readily available for that homeowner. This is the time to make sure you go through, because you don't want them to have surprises. We're about a week or two away from finishing this bad boy up, but you don't want to throw anything on them that's a major surprise. It should be kind of stuff, and guys, you should be sharing stuff with them as you go along the way in this construction process. And the way I do it is via software, i.e. Octane. Octane PM helps me out a lot. So you can actually upload, you can upload PDF files into the software, and you can make it available for the homeowner. So you want to make sure that if you guys, if you have an allowance item, you make sure you go ahead and, send that to that homeowner as soon as you pay it. So when I pay allowance items, and number one, you send that to them on the front end. No surprises on that, guys. And then also on change orders, man, you make sure that they have seen and went over all the change orders and make sure you guys are on the same page. So this is the time to start sending that stuff in. Anything that you need to send back, guys, you want to go ahead and get that sent back so you get credits on it and credit the homeowner, so that you can see all the counting. And then some of the things, guys, that's coming in, you're going to have invoices coming in, guys. And typically, man, on the average house, you may have invoices coming in a month after you finish that house. Now, on my side, I kind of took care of everything on the front end, so I don't have that many invoices going to be floating in that I don't know about. So that's what you want to do. But you want to come here, man. You want to kind of walk the house. Guys, I've been doing this for the last couple of days because I don't want to have anything that's going to be so devastating that I have to do on the back end that's going to require a lot of energy for me to do. And you want to do that throughout the whole process of building. So you want to make sure that everything is everything is the way you plan for it to go. So I'm just kind of walking through again, guys. I'm walking through again. We still got my mechanical guy. He has to do his thing, like put covers and stuff on that. So let him go ahead and do that. But we still have some flooring items, like right here. I would think that the flooring guy would put some kind of reducer here so there won't be a bump right here. So flooring guy's coming back though. So, we need reducers. I'm going to give them an opportunity to fix that. I'm not going to just call them out right now. We want to make sure that, so this is a good thing, man. I think, we got grab bars. I think we talked about that. You want to, if you got in-laws or something like that that's going to need that assistance with grab bars and stuff, have them to come over before we finish this up. Have them to come over and kind of see where their hand naturally is going to be to make it easier for them. So these are the things we got going on. I have cleanup set up for, everybody's going to be out of here tomorrow. Well, this week. All of the major subs are going to be out of here. They're not going to be in here anymore. We want to get that right there hung. Give me just a second, guys. All right, I'm back. So I had to answer that, man. So I had to get that inspection. So I did a gas release inspection. So you want to go ahead and get your meter set. So you can go ahead and get your gas release, guys. You got to call in to the inspection services so that they would go ahead and release the gas to make sure it's holding pressure. So what the inspector's gonna come out here and do is he's gonna look at the pressure gauge. I think it's 10 pounds of pressure that you gotta have, and you gotta be able to hold that pressure. So he's gonna look at this gauge right here, guys. And I might need to get my plumber to come over here and pump it back up again. If I got a pump, I can pump it back up again just to make sure it holds 10 pounds. So that's what we got on that. But it's been holding like that right there for a couple of days. And we hadn't changed anything. So I want to make sure everything works. I think I got some, I don't know where the remote controls of those things. I gotta find those things. Where I put them at? They must be up there somewhere. But I get some when I get my ladder, come back over here tomorrow, I should be able to get that handled. But you want to kind of walk it, guys. Make sure you're finding all the headaches. And this is the time you want to actually do your punch stuff, guys. You want to come in here and I'm gonna shut this door right here. It's not like we got air on. So I done been throughout this house, man, several times. And there's still things that I still ain't caught. Still things that I'm missing. So actually feels good in this basement. So we got our insulation in the basement, all the insulation. We have our attic blow in. And this bad boy, you get your trim carpenter to come back out here and check all the doors. That's gonna be on my punch item. He got this right here done, so we had to get this part right here connected so that we could inspect it. I'm glad he caught that on the front end. He caught that on another inspection so that we could get the gas release. So guys, I got a couple of things here. So in this area right here, this right here is what you call the garage area. You have to have a 1 hour fire partition between the garage and the habitable space that's in the house. So I got a few items here. I got some rock wool. Just take that rock wool and put it in places like this right here where it's kind of hard to fill it up with that foam stuff. And then like some of my foam stuff, I got foam items like right up in here. This is where I would use this foam to get up in there. I really don't know how well this stuff works yet, man, to be honest with you. Foam usually is flammable. But see, it's guaranteed, so they must work. Guys, I know that when I got to get some drywall and bring it out here. She's going to come out here and finish this up for me. She's going to have to put some drywall, hang this drywall, and, you only have to mud it, guys. You don't have to finish it off and paint it and everything like this. This is just for a fire partition. But now, if you look right up here, you see a regulator right there. You have to be able to access that regulator in order to adjust the pressure of the water coming in from the municipality to the house. So this is why we have mind you, this is a fire partition. So you can't just have a plastic vent access, a door access. You got to have a metal kind. So this is a metal access. We'll put that up there. Then this right here, guys, upstairs, we got some attic doors upstairs. We got 2 attic doors upstairs. I got some 2-sided tape here. I'm going to tape this to the back side of the door. And this will give us at least an R value on that door, guys. So that door at least have R3. So to condition that door, not condition it, but to get it to where it's not absorbing a lot of heat and heat's not transferring to the house to create another load for the HVAC unit. So I got that. This is for this right here, guy. So you want to start getting all that stuff together, guys. And right now, what's going on now, guys, is we have our landscaper. He's out here doing his thing. This homeowner here wanted an irrigation system. So we got to clean all this right here, dirt up. And we regraded it. We're gonna grade all this right here. And the house actually looks, you'll be amazed at how well it looks once you grade everything. So he already got his sprinkler pipes in. These guys don't take long. They'll probably be done with this right here in a day or two. So we do have our drain tile that's coming right here. Our drain tile is right here, and you can see it's actually functioning right because water's coming out of it. This is what you want to see. That one more thing, you kind of see what the house looks like now, guys. But handrails are supposed to be coming here Friday. We got handrails in here and one inside the garage. But this is what we look like here, guys. So we graded this thing down. I don't really know what it's going to look like because that was a decision that the homeowner and the landscaper, they made those decisions, on how things are going to be. The only thing I did was make sure that the invoices and stuff come in so that they can get paid. So this is what we got, guys. This right here is starting to turn out okay. Now, my other house over here that we're gonna start, we messed around on this house here, man. And I had it set where I wanted to sit. Nice area, looks good, everything looks perfect. Oh man, I thought I saw a snake, man, golly. Everything's perfect. With the exception of one thing, guys. The only problem is when we set the corners, so we got the corners here, it's kind of good and wet here, so I'm glad he didn't bring that dozer out here today. Maybe we need one more day for it to dry out before we bring that thing out here. But this is the corner, and then we also do offsets. But this is according to the surveyor, this is the front corner, and back here on top of the hill is my next corner. So we got to dig all the way into that. So we need to do a little bit more digging. We got about another half a day of digging to get it all the way back there. So the house needs to go back a little bit further to make sure that we have enough field line area. That's how that works. So guys, punch out. You guys got to make sure that stuff works. You got to make sure you're looking at everything so that your job will be easier when it's time to close it. So you don't have a laundry list of punch out items. All right. Like, share, subscribe. This is the way.
Where do you go? Leave